Welcome to committee.
Glad to be here. Chairman Jones and members of the House Bill 9 Conference Committee, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today regarding Ohio's Ed Choice Voucher Program. I am Timothy L. Saxton, Superintendent of the Boardman Local Schools. Because of the compounded impact of being a capped district and the loss of tangible personal property taxes, in May of 2018, we were on the ballot with a new money levy, which our taxpayers did support. Passage of this levy allowed the Boardman Local Schools to continue to offer a diverse curriculum that included comprehensive arts and music programming. The passage of that levy was only part of solving our financial situation. We made a promise to do our part with staff reductions and be creative and proactive in exploring additional ways to reduce costs. We honored that promise by closing one of our elementary buildings this school year. Closing a neighborhood elementary school is a very emotional event for staff, students, parents, and alumni. With a reduction in classified and certified staff plus reduced operating costs, we are projecting a $750,000 savings per year. Ed Choice will have a severe impact on our efforts to be fiscally responsible. A value-added metric triggered two of our buildings to be identified as Ed Choice, creating a potential $400,000 to $800,000 loss per year. This will negate most of the savings we were able to accomplish and most likely force us into another financial crisis. There will be two ways to address that crisis: put another levy on the ballot or cut programs. The levy is not a legitimate option. Our community has strongly expressed in clear words that they're taxed out and will say no to a new levy. The only viable option is to eliminate and reduce the very same programs the Boardman community supported with the passage of the May 2018 levy. Is Ed Choice a school performance issue? All of our buildings have A's, B's, or C's as overall report card grades. The district received an A rating in gap closing, the metric that specifically demonstrates performance expectations for our most vulnerable populations of students in English language arts, math, and graduation. Two of our buildings are National Blue Ribbon awardees, with West Boulevard Elementary receiving its second Blue Ribbon nomination this school year. Boardman High School is one of the most successful advanced placement programs in our area, being honored with gold and silver awards nationally, and our district music program has been recognized with a Grammy Signature School Award. Is this choice about opportunities for all students, especially those of poverty? Like most public schools, we provide a free breakfast and a free lunch for those in need, and now we're creating a food truck to provide free lunches over the summer. We provide transportation for every student. We have partnered with local agencies to build an early warning system to identify and intervene with students who become at risk in academics, attendance, or behavior. Years before we received wellness funds, we partnered with our local mental health agencies and placed professional counselors in our buildings to help children overcome additional barriers to achievement. Students of diverse and financial and educational needs are being successfully serviced at the Boardman Local Schools. Is this a choice about faith? From the scriptures in Matthew 22, verses 36 through 39, Christ is asked, "Teacher, what is the greatest commandment in the law?" And Jesus replied, "Love the Lord God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is just like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." We are commanded to love your neighbors as yourself. Every day in the Boardman schools, I witness teachers, counselors, administrators, and classified staff live out that commandment. We have organized food pantries to feed hungry students as they leave for the day, created clothing closets for our female students to access formal dance attire, and for the guys to have dress shirts, ties, and suits. I've witnessed staff organize and pay for students' much-needed dental work that the family could not afford. I've seen coaches organize a fundraiser so a student can have a wheelchair to compete in track. If you're looking for faith, then I cannot find a finer example of faith in action than what public school educators do every day for the students of Ohio. The future of Ed Choice is at a real crossroads. Do you as leaders move forward with a performance-based eligibility that relies on a flawed report card? Do you move forward with an income-based eligibility that may be pulling students out of a public school that has been designed to serve those same impoverished students? I prefer that Ed Choice be eliminated, but if I had to choose, then the House's version would be my preference because of the direct state funding system. However, my ask is that the final plan must ensure providers receiving state or local tax dollars are held accountable. Speaking on behalf of the Boardman Local Schools, we are not afraid of competition. However, all participants must be held to the same fiscal and academic accountability and transparency. If not, how do parents, educators, and state leaders truly evaluate the effectiveness of this decision? Chairman Jones and members of the House Bill 9 Conference Committee, thank you for this opportunity to provide input regarding Ohio's Ed Choice Voucher Program. I'll be happy to address your questions with the group.
Thank you for testimony.